Yo, 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 my Star Citizens and Noob Gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Menix. And in today's episode, I'm going to be checking out some of this salvage cargo again. And I'm going to compare it to normal cargo running. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up a couple of jobs for the salvage cargo because they cost you about 10,000 per ship location. Then you've got to grab the cargo, move the cargo, and then go and sell that cargo. You can sell that cargo if it's not vice at normal places like on the planets, and it doesn't class it as stolen, so that's a good thing. But the vice and anything like that you pick up, you'll have to go and sell at the yards or Grim Hex and places like that, the normal no questions asked. So I'm going to compare the two. And yeah, so we hope you like this video, guys. If you do like this video, don't forget to take that point and tickle that like button for us. Don't forget to hit the bell and subscribe notification for more videos as always, guys. And the code dropping down, if you subscribe to the channel, we will randomly pick codes from our comment section. So if you are subscribed, leave your code in the comment section and we'll pick one at random for the next video. And so yeah, and check out the description for more links like the Discord link and the org link as well. So let's get into this one, guys. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to pick up a couple of jobs. I'm going to pay 10,000 for these jobs. What you have to do to get to these jobs, they're in the personal mission. You have to pick up some salvage missions and get your rep up, and then these ones will start showing in your personal missions. And you'll be looking for things like the A2, the C2, the Star, Mercury Star, and stuff like that. And when you get those ones, then they'll have cargo in them, and you can take that cargo. So take something, what I'm going to do is take the Caterpillar. You can then take that cargo and go and sell that cargo. And if it's normal cargo, you can go and sell them at the planets and get the full price for it. And if it's vice, then you'll have to go down to the no questions asked places or the scrap yards. One thing I will say is if you get neon, most of these are generally either around Yellow or around Hurston. And if you're getting neon, don't go to the scrapyard at Hurston because you can only sell 10 neon at a time. You're better off going to one of the other scrapyards because you can sell more of it at one time, like 250 at one time or something like that, or even more than that. But I've seen it where it's at 250 and still been able to buy. So keep that in mind. So here's the jobs, and what we're going to look at is something like this Drake Corsair. And what we'll do is we'll look at where they are. So that's above Magda, which is Hurston, and then you've got that Cutlass Black there, which is above in Yellow. So what I'll do is I'll make my way over there, and then I'll pick a job when I'm over there. Here I am, just heading into Hurston now, so I'm going to look while I'm on my way in. I'm going to look to see if there's any of these jobs here now that I'm closer, because I didn't want to waste 10 minutes while I was coming over here of that time, because you get a 30-minute timer to get the cargo and get out. So I'm looking here, and there's this Mercury Star on the one. I'm going to take that, and it's going to cost me 10,000 to pick this job up. And then that'll come up, and I'll get the location from that, and I'll jump to that now. Here I am closing in on the salvage, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan this, and then we'll see what cargo it's got. Conjum, tungsten. It's going to open this. There we are. So let's grab the tractor beam out and see what we got. There's the tungsten. And then we've got here corundum. And then we've got another corundum here. Ah, so we've got another one here. I'll take this one. Corsair one. So here I am on the second one. So I've picked up 3 because I picked up a Cutlass Black by accident, which was over at Yellow, and I didn't really want that one. So I've abandoned that one. I've still got it, but I'll abandon it in a minute. So I'm going to scan this Corsair one. So up to yet I've spent 30,000, but say 20,000 because this is my second one. So I'm not counting the Cutlass Black. That's my own fault. And so we got some beryl and just basic cargo in here, beryl and stuff like that. So the basic stuff that I can sell elsewhere. There's no vice in here. So all this stuff will be legal to sell. Same as the corundum I got earlier on the tungsten. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab this stuff. So here we go. You can see now I've pretty much collected all the cargo from in here. So, and I've just placed it around in the cargo hole, the different areas. Oh, get myself orientated right here. So basically I've got cargo in most of these. I'll arrange it in the caterpillar where I'll move to a safe zone and move it. I got a piece stuck up there as well. And so what I'm going to do is, you can see I've got all this cargo now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move and I'm going to pick another one and make that the last one. So all in all, I would have spent about 40,000, 30,000 on actual ships that I've salvaged stuff from, and see whether we actually make any profit from this. Is it even worth it? So here I am on the third one. So this will be 30,000 spent on jobs that I actually did. So I'm not going to count the Cutlass Black. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan this one. It's another Mercury Star Runner. Up to yet, I've not had any Vice. So let's see what we get in this one. So, looks like we've got some beryl, some Trucia toxin. Some laranite, some quartz, some tungsten, and some boss. So it looks like some Trucia toxin there. That's the only Vice that we've got. And it says 9 cases. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and pick all this up again and then go from there. So I'm just loading this last box in, or the last couple of boxes in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump this. I've organised a lot of it already. So I've got quite a bit of cargo there. It's not full, obviously, but I have got quite a bit. And I've spent nearly an hour on this, doing this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump forward to where I'm actually going to go and sell this now. So here I'm over at Lawville. The game crashed on me. I got a 30k just as I was coming in. Luckily, it put me here and my ship here, so it was all good. So now it's time to go and sell some of this stuff and see what we get from it. So we should be able to sell some stuff here. Straight caterpillar. So we've got the tungsten, laranite, beryl, and grecium, and corundum. But it's saying we've only got 1 unit of corundum, so it's not like give us the whole amount, because we had a lot of corundum. We didn't just have 1 unit of corundum, we had quite a lot of corundum. So I'm not too sure why it has, maybe the crash, I lost some in that. Who knows, but I'm only going to get 700 per unit on that anyway. And then we've got these 4 here that we can't sell because of it's a Vice. So let's sell all this and see what we get altogether. It doesn't feel to me like there's a lot of cargo here. Like, I moved a lot of cargo and it doesn't feel like there's a lot. It feels like it's doing some of the bigger crates as only 1 unit rather than 30 units or whatever it is. So I feel like we are losing out because it's not calculating the crate at the right size. So I did a crate yesterday and it had Altrusia toxin in it yesterday, and it said it was 1 SCU, but it was worth 87,000. It was a big crate, but it only cast it as 1 SCU, which was weird. So I'm wondering if it's got the same issue here where it's miscalculating how much we have. Like, we got a ton of beryl, but apparently only 5 SCU. So I am not too sure that it's adding this up right. But we'll see what we get anyway. So, altogether, selling all the stuff we could sell. I can't sell the iron. For some reason, it's not letting me sell that. But all the stuff we could sell, without having to go to the place, the scrapyard, we got 29,000 from that. But I feel that that was wrong. I might have to do this again because I feel that that number was wrong. It don't feel like that's how much we had. It feels like we had more than that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through the video in a minute and I'll add this to the end, how many we should have had to how much we actually sold, and see where it was lost. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and try and sell the Altrusia toxin now at the scrapyard. So guys, I've done the maths on this and we should have had 6 quartz, 50 corundrum, 47 beryl, 42 laranite, 8 tungsten, 7 agricium, 1 bose and 9 agricia toxin. That's what we should have had. So I'm going to calculate all that up and tell you how much that should have been when we sell it all. So guys, I've just done the maths and we should have earned, with all that I picked up, looking back at the video and what I've picked up, we should have actually sold it all for 350,643. Minus the 3 grand, the 30,000 that we paid, we would have made 320,000 in the hour. That's a very good profit. So it definitely is worth doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and try and sell this illegal cargo I've got, even though I find out now that it's not all there. So Chris decided he wanted to play around with me and blow my ship up again. So I lost obviously that cargo, I didn't make that. So I ended up making 29,000 I think I made in the end. And I spent 30,000 on jobs. So I actually lost 1,000, even though I picked up another one at 10,000, so I lost that 10. So I ended up losing 11,000 doing all that, an hour's worth of work because of the game crashing and losing all the cargo and it not being stocked right or something like that, and not showing that that stock was there, and then obviously crashing at the end there. So we went from potentially making 320,000 to actually losing 11,000 in that. Definitely it's worth doing these missions. It's a lot more work than going picking up cargo where you can just pick it up and go and sell it and make around the same amount of money in the same amount of time. Well, with a caterpillar you could actually make a lot more, but you're going to need to front money up front. Whereas with this you only need the 10,000 and you could actually stumble on some toxins and vices and stuff like that, which will give you even more money. So yeah, it's definitely worth doing all the normal cargo, but it just depends on whether you want to be doing work or whether you just want to be transporting cargo. And so yeah, so my thoughts on that is, yeah, definitely worth doing. Definitely want to do some more of that. And to get to it, you've got to do a couple of salvage missions to get your rankings up. You can go and buy a salvage ship from Lawville for 1.2 million and to get yourself on the board for that, and then they'll come up in the personal missions. And then you might get lucky and get some vice in some of them. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. How have you had any issues like that with the cargo just not being there, not being sold, like where it removes it when you sell it, but actually just not even being there when you come in to sell it? And whether you think it's worth doing this, which one would you prefer, just cargo running or actually these salvage cargo running? And yeah, leave your comments in the comment section, guys, and we'll look forward to reading them. So we hope you like this video, guys. If you did, don't forget to take that point and tickle that like button for us. Don't forget to hit the bell and subscribe notification. And yeah, we shall see you guys out there.